Hello, and welcome to a short tutorial on using the keyboard to set the default chart in Microsoft Excel. A previous video looked at using the chart to create a clustered bar chart. In this video, let's use only the keyboard to set the default chart to a clustered bar chart. Let's start with an open workbook containing a worksheet with some data on it. One. Using the arrow keys on the keyboard, move the current cell indicator somewhere in the dataset. In this example, the current cell indicator is in cell D11, so let's press the up arrow key 3 times to move it into the dataset. The current cell indicator appears in cell D8 inside of the dataset. 2. On the keyboard, press the Alt key on the keyboard. Observe the little black rectangles with letters inside of them on the ribbon. Microsoft calls these rectangles badges. Also observe that Excel associates the letter N with the Insert tab. 3. On the keyboard, press the N key. The Insert ribbon appears. Observe the badges on the Insert ribbon. Since the default chart is set using the Insert Chart dialog box, let's open it using the dialog box launcher. The dialog box launcher is in the lower left corner of the Charts group and has the letter K associated with it. 4. On the keyboard, press the K key. The Insert Chart dialog box appears. Observe the rectangle with the dotted lines around the words Recommended Charts. The dotted rectangle indicates that Recommended Charts is the currently selected item on the dialog box. 5. On the keyboard, press the right arrow key. Observe the rectangle with the dotted lines now appears around the All Charts tab. Also observe the All Charts panel is now visible. Before continuing with the procedure, it is useful to note that to maneuver within a section of the dialog box, use the arrow keys on the keyboard. In this case, the section of the window contains 2 tabs. Now, let's change the category of the chart, in this case to a bar chart. In this example, pressing the Tab key advances the focus to the left pane of the dialog box so that we can select the type of chart. 7. On the keyboard, press the down arrow key to move down to the bar charts category. 8. On the keyboard, press the Tab key. Excel selects the clustered bar chart. 9. On the keyboard, press the Shift key and the F10 key at the same time. A context menu appears with Set as Default Chart as the only menu item. 10. Press the Enter key. The Enter key is the equivalent of pressing the left mouse button. Since it's not necessary to create a clustered bar chart, we'll need to press the Tab key 3 times to move the selection rectangle to the Cancel button in the lower right-hand corner of the Insert Chart window. 11. Press the Tab key. The selection rectangle advances to the first example of a bar chart below the list of different bar charts. 12. Press the Tab key. The selection rectangle advances to the OK button in the lower right-hand corner of the dialog box. 13. Press the Tab key. The selection rectangle advances to the Cancel button on the dialog box. 14. Press the Enter key. The default chart is now set to a clustered bar chart. Before wrapping up the video, let's check to see that the default chart is now the clustered bar chart. 1. If necessary, move the current cell indicator into the dataset using the arrow keys. 2. Press the Alt key and the F1 key at the same time. A bar chart appears on the worksheet, so it looks like the default chart is now the clustered bar chart. In this video, you learned how to set the default chart using the keyboard. While the process is identical to using the mouse, it may be a bit more challenging due to knowing when to use the arrow keys or the Tab key to move it to a different part of the dialog box. However, with a little practice, using the keyboard becomes second nature. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Also, if you're interested in a written version of this tutorial, please feel free to contact me. Until the next video, best wishes.